Okay, welcome, Ignas. And what happened to your hair? It
Oh,
was much longer last I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
you.
Actually, I made a stop motion animation of cutting my hair. That was the
Ah,
whole plan. I was planning for maybe 2 years to cut them, but they were just growing, had no time. Each film I was doing, I was promising the animators that you will get after the film, you will get this shot of cutting my hair, and everybody were so excited. But I'm sorry, I have no time. I have no time.
ah,
So
so they were,
finally,
yeah, they were
finally
waiting
I
for
did
two
it.
years. Okay.
Yeah, but I was just delaying it. So you can see it on my Instagram. It actually turned out really good.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we should check out your Instagram definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. So you made a stop motion video of yeah, of your haircuts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
From the longest it was till the bald.
you being so like super creative in making stop motion. You're making stop motion out of everything, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. Okay, no, yeah, and then wonderful that you could join us. And yeah, let's talk about your new film, Matilda and the Spare Head. That's it's been quite successful, hasn't it? Do you want to tell us about it a little bit?
yeah, it's quite. Yeah, I'm really, really happy how it travels. Of course, it's big part. Big thank you for the distributors, me, you, and yeah, a bit sad that I'm not traveling anywhere with it. Actually, I haven't been to a one festival, but there's a chance that I will go in 1 month to Zagreb. So I'm so excited. That will be after it's almost 2 years for the film, but it will be my first festival that I will attend.
Yeah.
Still fingers crossed because you can't promise anything
Mm.
nowadays, but still I'm very excited.
Yeah, that's very true. And if I'm not mistaken, you want the best children's animation prize in Ottawa, right? In Ottawa International Animation Festival, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was a huge surprise.
Yeah, but that's great because I mean it's such a high quality festival and they have so much
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
from all around the world in the children's competition. Yeah, it was really great. So tell us, is this a is this a true story? Do kids in Lithuania do they change their heads when they learn too much, or is this a service that you provide?
Service. Well, the technology goes that way. It's just how you use it.
Yeah.
So it's actually based on a children's book by Czech author Miloš Macaurek. It's an old book. It's called 200 Grandfathers, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. It's just hilarious, hilarious fairy tales. So very absurd, very comic, very yeah, yeah, very funny, and with a really, really nice, um, really nice theme,
Mhm.
So yeah, very recommend if you have kids, then have a hold of this book if you can. Yeah, I don't know, it's old Czech book.
What is the author's name?
Miloš Macaurek.
Milos
Miloš
Matzarek, and
Macaurek.
he's from Czech. Yeah, they have very good children's books over there. I mean, unfortunately, most of the ones that I've seen in Prague, I really love the children's illustration books in Czech. Every time I
Mhm.
go there, I go to some old bookstore and start looking for children's books because the illustrations are absolutely amazing. And the sad thing is, because I don't understand the language, I normally haven't seen translations of them anywhere because I've asked many times over there, and quite often, like in the bigger bookstores, they speak English, perfectly. And they're always telling me, no, no, unfortunately, this is only available in Czech.
Ah,
Yeah, so I'm always deprived of the stories, but then I can only enjoy so I can only enjoy the illustrations. But they are amazing, and I bet the stories are because
I guess this one that I'm talking about is really old. It's written in '60s, and it's a lot of short films are made out of it. So it's really famous.
Ah, yeah,
So I think
yeah.
it should be translated. If it's translated in Lithuanian, then it should be translated to really, really more languages.
Hopefully, yeah, because I mean, it's always this question of the connections with the country because the only one I can think that is well, there are many from Russia. Normally, if they're from Slavic country, we have
Mm.
because Russia has this tradition with with famous authors and everything. So normally, if they publish some books, children's books from, it's normally from Russia. Like there's this Edward Uspensky, as you might know. He's got tons of books. They've translated all the Edward Uspensky books in Finnish. They're all available because he's super famous in here. But then I don't know if there's a lot of variety. We normally, unfortunately, we get like a lot of children's books just translated from like maybe like just United States and Britain and Germany, and I haven't come across yeah, because I mean also, as you know Jiří Trenka, before he was an animator, he was an illustrator. It's such a fantastic illustrator, and there's not a single Trenka book translated into Finnish, which is
You should do it. You
yeah,
should do
yeah,
it
no, because
while you're not doing
yeah,
the
the publishers
festival.
have to talk to the right people. It's like
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
because
yeah.
they
It's
have, and it's great. So I suppose that's how it went. So the story came from Czech, and then you did the genetic engineering in Lithuania. So actually, it's possible in Lithuania.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I should tell all the little girls in here that if you have this feeling that you are very smart and your brain is running out of space in terms of information, go to Ignaz, go to Lithuania.
Just ask your mom. It
Yeah.
will be a mom test.
Yeah, exactly. Lithuanian mom test. Actually, I know a Lithuanian mom in here. She's this animator. She's this artist and animator called Christina Line. Actually, I don't know her original name, but she's married to this Albert Liner, who's our
Yeah,
producer.
yeah. I know Albert. We met in sauna.
Yeah, yeah. Albert's wife is Lithuanian, Christina.
Yeah, yeah. We spoke. I unfortunately I don't know her in person, but we spoke a lot about her
Yeah, yeah.
in that sauna.
So yeah, we should maybe I should ask her. Maybe she provides this service in Finland, knows about it. Maybe she should talk to you. Yeah, no, but it is amazing. Yeah, it is a really interesting idea, and I think that springs to mind all these kind of interesting ideas about
Well,
this.
Elon Musk has this idea for quite a long time, and he's working a lot on it.
Yeah, this.
You should ask him.
Yeah,
Just-
the Americans are the expert in sci-fi. They do everything. They have all the money and resources, and especially Elon Musk is the new one with the SpaceX program and everything. You should ask him.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it possible if anybody else can't do it.
Neuralink, I think it's called. Well, it's not this, but the closest that it's making.
Yeah, to this idea. Yeah, it's brilliant. So, and then about the films that you made, I really like the ideas that you use for the films. I think that's what makes them really interesting and successful for me. And I really love it. I unfortunately don't remember the full title. Is it called Mr. Knight?
Mr. Knight has a day off.
Yes, that one I absolutely loved. And then
Thank you.
it's a slightly different technique, isn't it? There's some live action in it. Just tell us about that.
Yeah. This film, I really wanted, like the main idea behind it was that let's make an animated film fast. Of course, it's really short. It's only 2 minutes, but yeah, I put myself on a deadline. I just took 1 month vacation for 1 month, and then just decided I will do anything which fits in this timeline, and we'll see how it goes. And actually, that was the most successful film because it's so short. It's really focused on kids audience. So that's why any festival which has kids program, it can just fit right in. So you're not destroying your selection. It fits anywhere. So it went crazy. I still don't believe that it traveled so much. Of course, it's not a award-winning film, but it traveled so much. I'm really happy.
Yeah, it's true. It seems to be like in lots and lots of festivals, and it is something like something like really simple and brilliant about it, and doesn't matter. I feel like no matter what age you are, it makes you kind of laugh, and you find it really kind of interesting, and it almost like looks like some of these best commercials you can see on TV, the ones that have like a great idea. In them, and it's like, oh, what was that? What are they selling in this one? How is this a commercial? But it's so exciting because that's the problem with the commercials quite often, that they're always the same and kind of glossy. But it's kind of it reminds me of some of these really good commercials that like Swedish in Finland and Sweden they were making about 10-15 years ago. There was this kind of really good period that they kind of like forgot everything glossy and kind of about the commercials and just focused on really good ideas. And I think there were some agencies in Finland and Sweden, and they were making a lot of these adverts that looked really realistic. And then you just enjoyed it because the idea was so good behind it. And it wasn't so much maybe so much about the product. And this is like, yeah, I think it's so accessible, and I guess kids love it. And then and Matilda is like that one's also, I think it's been a lot of festival, hasn't it? Also, that seems to be going places as well.
Yeah, it's going quite well. Yeah, I don't remember the the number, but yeah, it's I'm really really happy.
So
No, this is the main thing. Like it has these, it's for kids, but it has Lithuanian language, so that really limits the selection. It's quite long, but I really really wanted the characters to speak Lithuanian. I think that even like the style we did with the art director, really wanted to this, yeah, as you said, to transform this Czech Czech Republic story into like as it was happening in Lithuania. So that was for me like a no-brainer, like Lithuanian language. Let's hear this language. I imagine that for the people that hasn't heard it, like the style of this language, because it's so different from anything else. It even adds to the style of the film, like a little bit like weird and weird.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, because I
Weird
think there's
feeling.
something really, yeah, kind of like Lithuanian and kooky about it, because it doesn't, yeah, with the Czechs, it's kind of different. Otherwise, they have their own elements. And
Yeah, Czechoslovak language and Lithuanian is like totally. So that limited a little bit the distribution, as I understand. But still, it goes
I get,
not so well as Mr. Knight has a day off, but it wins some festivals. That's what I'm really happy about.
have your distributor or producer, somebody considered like making also a dubbed version of the film, like an English dub or something? Do you think that that's gonna help like distribute it to some other countries?
I guess if that would be a feature, that would be no brainer. But I don't know if for a short film, when it has this small lifespan and it's like festival oriented, I doubt it that it would.
But how about
Yeah, maybe
TV?
for
Maybe TV stations, have
yeah
they
for a
expressed? Yeah, if they
that's for
express
sure. That's for
interest,
sure.
yeah, yeah. No, because it is
Yeah,
no, because it's really great, and I think you would have an audience with the TV stations and everything. So, what is like? First of all, yeah, I forgot to ask it. How long did it take you to make this film? Because it's quite long. Is it about almost 15 minutes or something? So
yeah,
how?
13, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
13 and a bit. Yeah, with the development and with everything, we had huge like gaps in the production, in the pre-production stage. We had this privilege of not rushing it, and we just had like working on a script, then have a half of year off just thinking about it, then working again. Then as this was with me and my team, it was the first puppets that we were doing, so that was trial and error. It took really long, like to make a animatable puppet that would look really as me and our director wanted. So yeah, that took a lot. So all in all, I would say a bit more than 3 years. But the production, when we already got everything, it took half of a year. So like shooting, we were yeah, it was quite okay, a bit too long, I would say, because I remember we had a change of animators. Yeah, half of it is animated by best Finnish stop motion animator Annie. Shout out for her. Really miss you, and
Yeah.
you are the best. And yeah, so I remember this. We had a swap of animators. We had two sets. One set I was animating, and another set the animator was animating. So half of the film was Annie was animating, maybe 2.5 months or 3 months, and then she was changed with another talented guy, Arnau from Spain. And I remember this, it's like change of seasons, this change of animators, because one went, then we had maybe a couple of weeks gap, and then another came. So I remember this in this gap I was already like so exhausted. So I remember that I said, okay, let's like a short film has to be like 3 months because you have reserves for 3 months to to push it, and then you're just out, and then when you say, oh god damn, it's just half a film, like, I can't even edit it. So yeah, it was really nice, but I remember it was too slow. Thankfully the Spanish guy Arnau came, and with the Spanish attitude, woohoo, let's do it, everything is so nice, and he actually like pulled the whole team, which was after 3 months already like a bit down. Wow,
Yeah.
it's so nice, it's so, let's do it, like
No,
it
but
was
that,
so
that
nice.
saved you at the end. Yeah, because I know like Annie is very, very shy. And then I think, so I'm glad you had, I don't know, but yeah, Annie, oh yeah, she's great. But so both of them came to Vilnius, to Lithuania, and
Yeah,
then they worked there. You had a stage, you had a set over there,
mhm,
and you had a space.
yeah.
That's wonderful. Yeah, yeah. And it shows, and the animation and everything is so great. So, but wonderful. So you had altogether about 3 animators worked on the film, like in animating.
Yeah.
Mm.
uh,
That's so
Ani
few.
Arnau and me, yeah.
Yeah, that's so little. But and you managed to do it in about 6 months. So that's really well made.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
No, it's great. So what is next for you? Do you have exciting ideas for your next films or something?
Yeah, we are developing. We are already like kind of finished the pre-production of a film. I'll just search for the puppet. It's just somewhere here. Just a minute.
Okay, okay, okay.
This is only a test puppet, but it's a film about Piglet and a cow who are skating on the ice. This is
Wow.
just a
It looks
test
great.
puppet. But yeah, we're really into that, making some final preparations
Mm,
for production. And then we just recently started developing another one, which is another short film, short and stop motion, which is more experimental, which is wouldn't be based on the story, and then the whole production is like team, everybody's, it's more more experimental. It's just really simple rules of the film, and then when you have the idea, you just go and animate straight, like really couple of people, and so that you could do it on the side. So yeah, I'm excited about
mm.
that
No, but the
also.
design for this piglet looks absolutely amazing. Can't wait to see
Thanks.
it. It's really nice. You have this really nice, the same thing with Matilda. You have this really simple and wonderful designs, and they're kind of really attractive to look at. Like I think no matter what age you are, and kind of
Thanks.
really expressive, I would say.
Yeah, it's I kind of, when you do it, you really want to add more. I don't know, but then when you animate, when you add more details, I tends to like cover the animation. As the more simple the object is, the more the animation shows from it. So that's the basic idea. Just you have a vision in your head how the puppet should look, and then you just, okay, let's get rid of the eyebrows, let's get rid of this, let's this make a like a fundamental geometrical form or something, and yeah, that
Mm.
just
That's very
this.
true. No, it's great. No, it's amazing. You have all the, apparently you have like two films already in the pipeline and coming out. So it looks like you've been quite successful in kind of sort of getting the necessary funding, because Lithuania is a small country and normally we don't associate it so much with animation. So it looks like you've been somehow so active that somehow you're able to change this and kind of like get the system going there maybe.
No, Lithuania is really good for animation funding. Like Lithuanian Film Center is really into like getting younger. I wouldn't consider myself younger, but yeah, younger generation of animators like out there, and it's really supportive.
Mm.
Yeah, and also we have this small stop motion studio. It's called Kadrus Kirus. We have it for a few years now. So we're just sometimes we make a commercial, and if we get a little bit more money, then stop motion commercials are a bit not often that you get it, but when you get it, then you can work on your own stuff for a month or so until the next commercial,
Mm.
when you're not doing a film, like so yeah, it turned out really good. Of course, it's not a lot of people into animation. We're trying to build this community. So, but for the few that are working, I think it's a really good place to be and to work.
No, great. No, that's great actually, because I've seen actually one of the commercials that you made, and that was I was going to ask. So yeah, you said already that that's really probably the best way to fund your next films, and you're doing it in such a good way, so you're not compromising like the quality, or you don't have to do sort of something else just to do this. You're sort of continuing the same way, and I feel like now, like suddenly because of you or the studio or this small very active group of animators, there's more attention coming towards like Vilnius and Lithuania in those things, and yeah, it looks is great. So yeah, sounds wonderful, and keep up the good work. So I just we can wish you. All I can do is like wish you success, and yeah, you already had Anni from Finland. That's actually great. I think even in Finland, that from Finland people can go there and help you with the work. So yeah,
Yeah, it was yeah, a lot of connections. Yeah.
okay.
And Jan Imanista also is I remember one of the first film festivals I went, I kind of got to know him, and then we still now we are like writing to each other and helping each other out.
That's great. Okay, so yes, thank you so much for your time, and it was wonderful talking to you, and so many interesting things that we've heard about you. So I wish you good luck and success, and wonderful summer.
Yeah, you too. Thanks. It was
Okay,
really nice
thank you,
chatting.
thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
bye. Ciao.